Daily Detroit is brought to you by the community. Support our work at patreon.com/dailydetroit.
On today's Friday food-focused edition of Your Daily Detroit,
a downtown food hall has closed after a little more than 14 months. We talk about it.
A popular taco spot in Midtown is for sale, one of a few restaurants that have popped up on the market lately.
And finally, an in-depth taste test of the new extra indulgent Hudsonville ice cream flavors. Engineer Randy will join us for that. Cheyenne, it was quite the experience.
It sure was, and you'll get to hear all about it later.
Welcome to your podcast for February 28th, 2020. I'm Jer Stays.
And I'm Cheyenne Nocerini. Let's just dive right in. Street Galley at the corner of Fort and Shelby in downtown Detroit is no more after today. It was a variety of forces that brought the 14-month-old food hall down, owned by the Pittsburgh-based Galley Group. This isn't the only Galley Group location closing. A hall in Cleveland is also ending service today, and previously a Chicago hall closed just after 5 months of operation.
You know, Shy, look, the restaurant business is hard, but I feel like I called this one.
I think you kind of did.
I mean, look, these prices, they started off the gate really high. I used to work in that corporate world of downtown Detroit, and those folks are price conscious. They do not want to spend more than $10 for lunch.
No, they really don't. And most of them only go out once a week, if that. I mean, I used to work down there too in the First National building, and most of my coworkers barely went out.
Well, and there's kind of two class of downtown office worker, right? You've got the more adventurous kind.
Right.
Usually some of those folks might actually already live in the city, usually a little bit younger. But the vast majority are just coming down for their office jobs. And I know that Engineer Randy talks about this quite a bit. It's sometimes hard for him to get coworkers to come out and play. And I mean, look, that downtown location, it's office drones. There are problems with parking around there for people. Not that there aren't necessarily options, but people don't know. They truly need to be educated about where to park in downtown and Midtown and all of that kind of stuff. And the thing is about this place, I mean, look, it never found its footing.
They never really caught their footing for evening hours.
No, it didn't become a destination, which is so different than another food hall,
right?
Detroit Shipping Company, which they excel in the evening hours as opposed to the lunch crowd. For them, it's like a little slice of LA with the shipping containers.
Yeah.
Especially in the warm weather is when it's the best. Another thing about them, though, is that they've got parking nearby. Now, it might cost $10, but you know exactly where it is. It is right next to the spot, so it's super clear for folks.
I know some people think that the restaurant boom is ending in Detroit, but I don't think so.
You've got a contrarian opinion with this.
I do. I feel like the bar is actually getting higher. People are expecting more, and if you're not going to meet that, then that's when places fall out.
Well, I mean, I think that's the reality. I think about Gold Cash Gold and that closure. I think about a few of these, and I go, there's a group of Detroiters, Metro Detroiters, I should say, that are culinary tourists.
Yes.
Right? And they're going to come through and check out a place. And they'll give you that first shake. But in order to build a regular clientele, it's got to really step up because a lot of these folks, they're going out once a month, if that. And this is almost like a vacation, if you will.
Yeah. So I know, for instance, I'm in a lot of mom groups on Facebook, and a lot of people, it's always at least once or twice a month, somebody's making a post where should I go for dinner? I'm going on a date night or what have you. And it's usually flooded with people's comments. But what's weird is that it's always roughly the same 6 places being recommended.
All right. Now I'm really curious because I have no visibility into multiple mom groups.
Right. So the basic ones, the top 6 that come to mind are Apparatus Room in the Foundation Hotel, Selden Standard, which is great, La Laterna in Capitol Park, and Prime and Proper in Capitol Park.
Interesting, because that's a fancy one, but what you're kind of telling me is that price is no option with this kind of thing.
Date night, and they want to do something really nice. And the other one is London Chop House, Joe Muir Seafood, and the Rensen. So a lot of these places are a lot pricier. So I think that we might have a bit of a washout in some of these restaurants that are closing, but I think at the end we'll have stronger places and stuff that people actually want to go to.
Want to own a taco joint in Midtown? Another local restaurant has popped up for sale. This time it's Alley Taco on West Willis. That's over by Avalon Bakery and around the block from Third Man Records. That's right there in Midtown. A listing with O'Connor Real Estate says that it's up for $185,000, which includes equipment and decor, but does not include the real estate. The business does have 2 5-year lease options. This is an interesting one, Jai.
It is. You know, we've stopped by Alley Taco before. It's decent, but I mean, if you can run to Mexican Town, that's what you do. That's what I do.
All right, it's a leisurely day here in the Daily Detroit studio, and I am joined by my podcasters in arms and friends, Cheyenne Nocerini on mic 2.
Hello, everybody.
And on mic 3, engineer Randy Walker.
Howdy.
Howdy. Now, obviously, we, as you know, as a longtime listener to Daily Detroit, we love to try food here. And today we have the opportunity to try a lot of food. I'm kind of scared. There is the Great Wall of extra indulgent Hudsonville ice cream at the end of the studio table.
What do we have? 7 flavors of ice cream to try.
Well, you know, the world was created in 7 days, and we will now try 7 flavors. So first up, now this is all extra indulgence. This is supposed to be like fancy, right?
Right.
And they sent us this. We are not sponsored, but we'll try ice cream. So this first flavor is blueberry donut. So do we want to just dive right in here, or do we want to set some expectations of what we think a blueberry donut should be?
I'm just going to dive right in.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, those are blueberries. I'm out.
I really like this. But you don't like blueberries.
I don't like
general.
blueberries. That just tastes like a mouthful of blueberries.
Well, I think that's actually what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah. I don't really get donut, though. I just get blueberry.
Oh, I got a big chunk of donut.
I had a big
are
chunk
there
of
chunks of donut in there?
Yeah, there
big
is
chunks
chunks
of
of
donut.
donut.
And as a berry fan, like I'm into raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, gooseberry,
Schnozberry.
all the berries.
I was thinking maybe like they would do blueberries in a donut flavored ice cream, but this tastes like just vanilla or cream ice cream.
I really like it though. I think the theory of operation here is
here's a piece of donut. Let me try one more bite of this for the donut's sake. That tastes like a cake donut, like the kind you get in the 6-pack at the gas station convenience store.
I must admit, I like those.
The little mini ones. It
Much
tastes
like
exactly like those.
Much like I like liquor store pizza.
Okay, I can't do any more of that flavor though.
I liked the blueberry donut, but we'll see where it lists on my
Let's
ranking.
do this good mythical morning style, and let's just start lining these up.
Yep.
And they can bump each other.
So thumbs up or thumbs down for each one? Should we do that?
Well, yeah, and then I think we need to line them up.
Yeah.
You know, and they can bump as they go. But I am thumbs up.
I'm thumbs up.
I'm thumbs down.
Now, is that because of the quality or because of the flavor? Because you don't like blueberries?
Because of the flavor. 100% because of the flavor. By default, it's number 1.
By default, here is number 1 here.
Okay. What do we try next?
Do we want to go into?
Do you want to stay with berries or switch to something else?
Let's go on to the next, which is the raspberry chocolate chunk. So that way we can stick with berries and then move on to the more.
So my favorites first.
Yes, indulge like you mean it. Also, I want
I need to do another selfie with that one.
Each of
these are going to become my dating profile pictures.
Each of the foil seals has a slogan on it. So raspberry chocolate chunk. This one says indulge like you mean it. Blueberry donut was
something about love.
Oh yeah.
It was loaded with the stuff you love.
Oh, I like the color of this one.
Ooh, that's
It
sexy.
is really pretty.
That's raspberry color.
Sexy.
Okay, on to raspberry.
Raspberry chocolate chunk.
So, Randy, what do they say is in this sucker?
Raspberries, chocolates, and chunks.
Chunks.
It also has blackberries, I believe. Yeah,
Ooh.
It has red raspberries and black raspberries.
Oh, multiple
Ooh.
raspberries. I'm excited about this. So this feels already less like thick.
Mm-hmm.
I can taste the different in the I can taste the different in raspberry. There's definitely a different flavor between the two.
It definitely has a depth of flavor, a nice roundness, and then you get the little chocolate chunks.
Because that dark chocolate and raspberry just go together so well.
They do.
So much berry flavor.
This is tough because I really like raspberry, but I know this is blasphemous to you, Randy, but I also like the complexity of the blueberry donut.
I like the texture of the blueberry donut a little better. This is not as creamy. It's a little icier, maybe. I'm not sure if that's
I find that to be typical among raspberry ice creams in general, though.
Yeah, I think it's because of the berry mixed in with the base. I don't think. Are there actual chunks of berry in here? They're very small if there are. I'm just getting chunks of chocolate with a berry.
I don't
base.
think there's chunks of I don't think there's like berry. Like
Whole
actual
pieces of berry.
Yeah, I don't think there's actual
Mhm.
pieces of berry.
Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up. So I guess by default, with 3 thumbs up, we got to put it ahead of the blueberry donut.
Huh.
Right.
Darn.
I know how much you're single-handedly sinking the blueberry.
I am not a fan of blueberries at all. It's one of the few foods I do not enjoy.
That and soggy fries.
Yeah. It's true.
All right. So in the number 1 spot now is raspberry chocolate chunk. We'll put that over here. I'm going to run out of table space soon, I'm sure.
Extra indulgent cake batter says indulge like you mean it. Didn't we already have that one?
Yes, we did.
We
That was
did.
the last one.
So they're not unique to the flavors. Just a random assortment.
Kind of like Dove chocolates.
So what this is again?
This is cake batter.
All right. Now, we don't have tasting notes or anything with these. Sometimes we get stuff with tasting notes.
Right.
Like when we had Casamara Club in, we kind of knew
Yeah.
what was ahead of time.
Right, yeah.
This is kind of like a rough draft.
It really is.
This is just us having fun with ice cream.
And you all listening to it, and thank you for that.
So I see swirls of chocolate. Looks like chocolate cake and like a vanilla cake. It says cake batter flavored ice cream filled with pound cake pieces and a twist of chocolate frosting. So that's the chocolate frosting and a pound
I like
cake.
the swirls.
Ooh.
They're very defined.
Yeah.
Very defined swirls.
That should be your new dating profile tagline. Very defined swirls.
You guys are somehow going to set me up right in the future, huh?
This is very soft, but I think that's just because it's been out a little bit now.
It has been. Thank you.
Pretty good scoopability. Jer, there's your ice cream. Here's mine. That's almost like sugar cookie rather than cake batter.
No, it tastes like cake batter. It tastes like raw cake batter. Like I'm eating it out of.
Like the last time I made like cookies with the gun, the spritz gun.
Yeah.
It tastes like I should like be worried about salmonella from raw eggs, but it's
So good.
so good.
I mean, I never really worried about it. I just figured that was part of the roulette wheel.
I like the texture of the cake pieces in here. They're kind of soft and have soaked up some of the ice cream.
Whereas like with the donut,
The donut
it
was
kinda
very
like,
hard
is
and
a
very donutty.
very
This is
cakey.
cakey, soaked with ice cream that's been like refirmed up a little bit. So it's got a little bit of chewiness to it.
It's like when you have birthday cake and ice cream, and the ice cream kind of gets into the cake, and it's like super
And
yummy.
like Dave Chappelle says, it's the yellow cake.
It is very yellow. I'm not getting much in the way of the chocolate notes from the frosting.
I
think
get
the chocolate
them.
is a secondary note here. It is not primary.
Exactly. It's like a little accent to where it's like not overpowering the cake batter because that's the main flavor.
It's like, it's a scaramouche to the will you do the fandango. Scaramouche, that's the chocolate. It's very low.
You broke me.
We broke Cheyenne over there, by the way. All right, so let's put a lid on it.
Thumbs up, thumbs down,
This is a thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up.
thumbs up.
All right, but now we've got a problem.
Ruh-roh.
So we've got, I think Randy just did thumbs down on the blueberry just to tank it. The chunk, the cake batter, or the blueberry donut.
I would say I would put the cake batter ahead of the raspberry chocolate chunk.
Ooh, I don't know if I would.
I kind of do too.
I hate you both. All right, cake batter in the front.
I mean,
See, this is proof that even if you're like the host of the show, you don't always get your way, folks. Team Raspberry. #robbed.
I mean,
It's still a very good flavor.
I like the raspberry too, but the cake batter like inched it out just by a smidge, like by a nose.
Okay.
So I think to move on from the cake, we go to cookie
All
or
right.
brownie.
Let's
Which
do
way?
cookie.
Cookie? Okay. So this is the cookie overload ice cream.
Okay.
It says it's vanilla ice cream loaded with cookie dough pieces and a chocolate cookie crumb ribbon.
Oh,
A ribbon. Can I wrap myself in the ribbon?
So this
do
looks
I
like
tie myself with like a bow in the ribbon?
Two types of cookies from the picture. It looks like
oh,
like a sugar cookie or a chocolate chip cookie with like a
Oreo.
sandwich, chocolate sandwich cookie, not to use a brand name.
The last time I wore a ribbon, I dressed up as Elton John.
This one is a next level ice cream experience.
Ooh. I just hope it's not a lower level.
This one is a little bit lower on the visual appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it is kind of cookies.
Yeah.
It's a cookie overload.
Yeah,
It kind of looks like
cookies and cream.
cookies and cream.
Oh, but once you dig into it, you can see the variation a little bit more. So it's only ugly on the surface. Once you get to know it.
It's got a great personality.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm not saying you're right. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Cookies and cream.
Yeah, I get the cookies and cream, but those cookie dough pieces in there, those are really nice.
They are. They're not micro-influencer pieces. They're full influencers.
As I eat more of it, I get less cookies and cream and more chocolate chip cookie dough flavor.
I like that, though.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a good relationship. It kind of, gets a little bit better as you go on.
very nice. What do we think of cookie overload? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I like it. Thumbs up. I mean, I would have it again.
I like it. Thumbs up.
I like it as well. Thumbs up.
Perfect. So now where do we place it amongst our three
He's totally tanked the blueberry
choices
donuts.
of 3 thumbs up?
So here's the thing. I like it. I have my personal preference with raspberry. I don't know.
I think between the 2 flavors, I would probably go raspberry over this.
So you're going to actually put it down the line
Yes,
next
I
to
will
your
put it in-
beloved blueberry donut.
In place number 3.
I agree.
All right, it's sliding down the scale here. Still good.
On to the next pastry inspired flavor. We have salted caramel brownie, which has brown sugar ice cream. Ooh, packed with brownie pieces and a salted caramel swirl. Do you pronounce caramel with 3 syllables or 2? You're a caramel or a caramel person?
Caramel.
I'm a caramel.
Yeah, you're also a milk person.
Milk. Are you from Wisconsin?
No, but I'm from Denver.
Do they do that in Denver? Did the mountains make you pronounce things wrong?
I don't know. I don't know why I say milk. I try to say it right, but
Ooh, look at that. That's got a whole different consistency than the other ones.
Yeah, look at that caramel.
Yeah, and then
Ooh,
there's like a
gooey.
fluffy, and there's a fluffiness to it, like me. All right, so salted caramel brownie, caramel, whatever you call it.
Oh, that brown sugar ice cream.
I love brown sugar.
That's
I love brown sugar. I've always
Wow.
been, even like a brown sugar in coffee, so good. I love brown sugar.
it's much sweeter than the other ones
for sure.
between the brown sugar ice cream and the caramel, but it's also very good. I would have to only have a little bit of it at a time.
I like the flavor that the brownie pieces give, but I'm not sure the texture is appropriate in this instance.
Oh, I like it. It's very caramel first.
A little hard and dense, the brownie pieces.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
But that brown sugar ice cream with that caramel swirl is spot on.
All right, first off, though, we have to do
Oh, we didn't do.
thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm going to go thumbs down on this one, to be honest. It's a little too
Ooh.
sweet, and the brownie pieces aren't the right texture for me.
Okay, Cheyenne.
Can I do like a medium thumb?
No.
Since
we introduced thumbs up, thumbs down, there has not been a medium sideways thumb.
But you know what? Maybe she could blaze a new trail.
I can do whatever I want.
She's not going to let the patriarchy keep her down.
No pockets.
Right? For people who don't know who are listening to this, there was a rant earlier in today's workday about pockets. Because the reality is that I can fit an entire iPad mini into my pants pocket.
And I
And-
can't.
I was going to say, do you even have pants pockets, Shan?
I do, but
They're mostly for
They
look.
could only fit like an iPod, like one of those gum stick iPods.
right. Yeah, basically. And maybe a chapstick.
And that's the way that the patriarchy asserts itself is through pants pockets.
Yep.
So you can do what you want, Cheyenne.
I'm gonna say I didn't finish my whole scoop, so I'm gonna say thumbs down.
This is a specific craving ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
So I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it does what it says it's going to do.
That's fair.
I can.
Okay?
Yes.
Like, you know what you're getting with salted caramel brownie, and there's a lot of caramel, there's brownie. Like, it is what it is. If you're into this is your jam, I do enjoy it. I could not eat a whole pint of this
Oh, God, no.
unless I was very depressed.
I agree.
But it is 2 thumbs down and only 1 thumbs up, so that puts it at the bottom of the pack.
So we're going to put that below the donut. Look
Below?
at you. You
Yeah,
couldn't
I
take
know.
the donut. You couldn't take the blueberry.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
That's because quality stands out, Randy, even if you fight it.
Our penultimate flavor is vanilla ice cream packed with chocolate-covered peanuts and a decadent peanut butter swirl. This is crunchy peanut butter ice cream.
And so people at home know, penultimate does not mean your last or your top. It means your second to last.
Precisely.
This one is also a next-level ice cream experience, according to the seal.
Okay.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Whoa.
Ruh-roh.
Rip the seal on that one.
Welp.
I do want to say that I like the fact that they have these metal layovers.
Oh, yeah,
because
the foil seals are
yeah, the
nice.
foil seals are a nice touch.
They're a very
Yep.
nice touch for being extra indulgent.
That way
Yes.
you know somebody hasn't opened it and licked it in the store.
That matters. As scary as that sounds and ridiculous, that matters.
Was that a 2019 thing or is that a early 2020 thing?
I don't want it to ever be a thing.
I
Well,
don't
let's just
ever
be
want it
honest.
to be a thing.
It's a never thing. Like, I don't ever want
At
that to
least
happen.
she was arrested.
Did that actually happen?
Oh, yeah. It was in the news.
Oh,
Before we dig in, anybody have a peanut allergy?
I do not. Although I cannot have walnuts or pecans, but peanuts are fine.
They're a legume.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut buttery.
This reminds me of the peanut butter cookies my grandmother used to make, and she used to press down little crosshatches with forks on them.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. And so I really like this. It is not overly strong peanut butter. It's not like grabbing into like a
But
jar of peanut butter, but it's got a good feel.
the base is just here to hold the chunks and the swirls. There's no other reason for this vanilla base.
Precisely.
I kind of like the vanilla base though because it cuts it a little bit.
Mhm.
Because more than this, and I'm just going to go grab a jar of peanut butter and don't put that past me.
I can dig this.
Not a fan of the chocolate covered peanuts. I like the solid chocolate chunks and the raspberry chocolate chunk. The cold does something to the chocolate texture when it's wrapped around the nuts like this.
It's peanut
That's
buttery.
Peanut butter and not really much else.
I would have liked to see a little bit more crunch.
Yeah, I was thinking either just chunks of chocolate
Brittle.
or peanut brittle would be good.
Like little brittle bits.
That might get
I don't
stuck in
know.
your
Cold,
teeth.
brittle.
Yeah,
does
that
not
might.
sound good
Yeah,
for my
you're
teeth.
right. You're right.
Or even like fudge pieces, like chewy fudge instead of crunchy peanuts.
With that said, though, I did enjoy it. And if
Yeah.
you're into peanut butter, this will be your
Yeah,
thing.
that's peanut butter.
Yep. I liked it.
So let's go around. Cheyenne,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up.
I don't think I'd pick this flavor. I'm gonna go thumbs down.
And I'm going to go thumbs up. So,
Above or below blueberry? Above.
no, below.
Below.
And that's just, I don't know if that's on the standard of the ice cream. It's despite you taking the blueberry.
All right. Our final.
We have mint cookie dough, and we saved mint for last on purpose because
It's going to have that strongest flavor.
Mm-hmm.
we didn't want all the other flavors to taste like mint. The sweet mint ice cream loaded with cookies and cream cookie dough and a ribbon of chocolate cookie crumble wants you to indulge like you mean it.
I mean, when I indulge, I always indulge like I mean it. Otherwise, why would I indulge? Like, indulging doesn't mean like halfway. Ooh, I kind of like the colors on that.
It's very minty.
Oh, so mint. It looks so minty.
It smells very minty as well.
I'm looking forward to this. Tastes like an Andes. Yeah.
I
It tastes like one of those mints.
Yeah.
It tastes like one of those rectangular chocolatey mints you get at places that I don't want to infringe on anybody's brand
a
code.
chocolate after dinner mint patty.
Correct. Which I like very much.
I have to be in the right mood for something like this,
Mhm.
but it is good.
I like the different textures.
Yes.
I really like the different textures. It gives it that extra feel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they should have just done the chocolate cookie pieces mixed in instead of trying to swirl it through to balance it out, because some bites have a lot of the chocolate and some bites really are just mint.
I think I'm okay with that though. I don't like homogeneous ice cream where it's the same flavor all the way throughout, unless I'm doing like a soft serve. Like an Irma's soft serve or something. Then I'm all for like the homogeneous flavor. But like if I'm going to do something like this, I want texture to it. That's just me though.
Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Up.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna go down on this one again just because it's not an everyday flavor. This is another one you have to be in the mood for, like the peanut butter. So
It sounds like you need a star system, Randy.
stars are too complicated. What's the difference between 3 and 4?
What's the difference between you would eat this, but thumbs down might make people think that
It's
you don't
not
like
good.
it, that it's not good. That's confusing too, Randy. In
Oh.
silence.
He's like, I have nothing.
All right, but the more important question, first off, does it go above or below the donut?
I think it goes below donut.
I think it
Whoa.
also goes below peanut butter.
Oh,
I would rather have peanut butter than mint.
okay.
I can get behind that as well.
I am surprised at this lineup.
I am too, to be honest.
I am so surprised at this lineup. This is not what I expected going in. Let's recap for people listening. So, coming in at number 7, salted caramel brownie. Again, all good. All of these earned some thumbs up from everyone around this table.
Yes.
Like, this is more of like ranking of Olympians than being
Ice cream Olympians.
like my kind of Olympics.
Although salted caramel did get the most thumbs down.
It did. But if you're into that, it's your jam. So, salted caramel brownie. Then, number 6, mint cookie dough.
Got my thumbs down because it was a niche flavor, but you guys both gave it a thumbs up because it's good.
Number 5, crunchy peanut butter.
Same issue here. It's a good flavor, but kind of you have to be in the mood for this flavor. It's not I'll have that anytime I want ice cream.
In the middle of the pack, I would like to mark here that this was the flavor that Randy wanted to tank early on. And we managed to bounce it up to number 4, blueberry donut.
It's true. It does have kind of a general appeal. If you like blueberries, I don't, but even still, the ice cream base and the donut pieces kind of solidified its pack in the center.
I feel like we could rename this segment Randy Doesn't Like Things. Number 3 is, I think, a fan favorite for a lot of people, the cookie overload.
Yep, this
Yes.
is the first flavor that got 3 thumbs up. Well, not the first flavor, but it is the first one in our ranking that got 3 thumbs up.
Now, I'm personally happy about this next one, but I am surprised it went so high, is number 2, the raspberry chocolate chunk.
I think the berry flavor helped boost her up there, and then the chunks also kind of gave it that texture oomph that a lot of the lower ones were missing.
Also, I want to point out that the raspberry chocolate chunk is gluten-free.
Ooh. And for people may have given up gluten for Lent.
Oh, also the crunchy peanut butter.
For no reason.
Or, you have celiacs.
That's
Also,
a valid reason.
the crunchy peanut butter ice cream is also gluten-free.
Perfect.
And then finally, and I will admit, I am truly surprised at this number 1 position,
I am too. This is
the cake batter.
I was expecting this to be more middle of the pack.
Yeah, I
Me
figured this
too.
would be middle of the bottom of the pack. I didn't realize that safely tasting cake batter would like totally call to my soul, right? Because there
Yeah.
is no risk of any sort of disease here.
No.
No, it's
exactly.
just goodness. It gives you that whole feeling without the risk of salmonella.
And
Right.
again, I think it was a texture thing with those cake pieces in
Oh,
there.
It was so good.
So good. And
Really
the-
great.
And the slight hint of chocolate. It wasn't like too much chocolate. It was just enough. It
And
was
who
a nice
doesn't
balance.
love that feeling of like grabbing the like batter spoon
Right.
and just, going
Sticking
to
the whole
town?
thing in your mouth.
I'm guilty as charged.
Me too.
All right, well, this has been quite the fun time, my friends. I wanted to remind folks, the folks at Hudsonville did ask us when they sent this to mention that March 6th is Pint Day, and they're going to be giving out like 10,000 pints of this stuff, which is insane.
That is a lot of ice cream, everybody.
I mean, even if it's number 7 on this list, it's worth it because it's free. But no, in all seriousness, it's a very cool thing. You can follow their Facebook page. I will put a link in the show notes. I hope everyone enjoyed our little Friday fun day of trying ice cream and doing a Michigan-based brand. And this is everywhere pretty much, right? Like these are on store shelves everywhere. This is not a thing you need to go hunting for.
No, and this was a delightfully delicious diversion.
And we're done for today. We really do appreciate you spending time with us every day.
Daily Detroit is made by Sven Gustafson, Randy Walker, Cheyenne Oserini, Fletcher Sharp, our members at patreon.com/dailydetroit, and me, Jer Stays.
With that, I'm Cheyenne Oserini. Take care of each other, and we'll see you around Detroit.